Sunday. It's like April 6th, 11:22 p.m. So it's gonna be like a lunchy, brunchy. We're gonna put you on to something. How I make my pork chops. I think they're still technically pork chops. It's a little slimy, but let me grab it. I get pork loins, and down at that Dixie, they got them BOGO. So what we got? So it's $16 BOGO. So this is really $8 and 2.3 pounds. So that's like what? $4 a pound? But it's the loin. I don't know if you can see it. Let me get in the lighting. The loin. So basically, I just take this and I slice it up. So I think it makes pork chops, but you can make them as thick as you want. So like when you come down this loin, you make it like that thin, because once you slice it, you flap it down. So you can go that thick, you can make some thick boys. And I love me, slime. And I love me, I gotta wash my hands. And I love me a thick pork chop. Whoo, ain't nothing better. I guess there's a few things better in life, but they are pretty darn good. And since I'm having a little lazy Sunday, the sides, I made these like potatoes, home-style potatoes in the oven the other day. Those are gonna be my little leftovers. And then I'm gonna whip up some little peas out the can. Probably just spice them up, microwave them maybe. But yeah, let's get to it. Let me show you what I do with these chops. It's the same thing as when I make, maybe this is the filet mignon of a pig, because when I buy the big pack of filet mignon, it comes in a whole loin, and I just butcher it down. And it's the same concept. I just slice it, and when you slice it, you just slap it over, and then it makes a big old filet mignon medallion. So this might be the filet mignon. This might be the filet mignon of a pork, of a pig. I'm not really up to par on the butcher game of which part of the pig is actually like the pork chop. Does it make it a pork loin? Does that make it the filet mignon of the pig? I don't know. I'll shut up. Let's just get into it. Let me show you how I do my. Well, I guess I don't know if I want to call it a pork chop no more. Let me show you how I cook my pork loin. Well, one of the ways, because you can just season these up and bake them in the oven all in one, like, and those come out really good too. But for me personally, I had to sear them. My little black iron skillet, you get that little crustation on all the sides. You can season it up real nicely. Chef's kiss. And I know somebody else that really loves piggy. You gonna eat some piggy today? You gonna get you some piggy today? Oh yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. And there's my seasonings. Seasonings. Can I get a thumbnail? Seasonings thumbnail. Black magic, or actually it's white magic. They make both black and white magic. We're doing white magic. And then this honey chipotle rub. So I'm gonna do a little mixture. Mix it up. I think it'll go great. You've made it this far. What are you doing? Like, comment, and subscribe. All right, here we go. Just like Arby's, we got the meats. I think I like a little dual package. I gotta do an extra slicey slice on this thing. There's my nif. Pull this sapsucker out. Oh, is this one split? Is this one split? Ew, drippy. Well, I lied to you. We can't cut it as thick as we want because this one is split. Womp, womp, womp. That's slightly disappointing. Let's see, how am I gonna cut this sapsucker? That'll still be a good chop. It's just not the exact shape I was looking for. I must have had to get the bigger one. So let's just go. We'll go 4 chunks. It'll still be good because it'll be decently thick. It's just more like instead of big fat slaps. Well, maybe this was just a smaller pig. That's why it's like this. Usually it's like double this size. But still, that'll slap. That'll slap down. Make a nice chop. Loin. I don't even know what. I don't know what to call these anymore. Maybe don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. But we're just gonna season these up, sear them down, and they're gonna be good. That's all I know. I don't know if Winn-Dixie's playing tricks on me, or sometimes they come split like this, but usually when I get it, it's like all in one piece. And that's why I was bragging out that I could make my big chops, make them huge. But basically, the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just pat these dry. Get some of that moisture off. Sometimes I'll put this on like a rack. It's probably better to put on a rack so you can get the full airflow all around it. Well, I just salt it down a little bit and let it sit out for like, I don't know, 10 minutes or so to draw the moisture out a little bit while we get the rest of the dinner prepped. So I guess, man, sometimes you gotta be ready to make a pivot. Because in life and cooking in general, never know what's gonna happen. So the little cut of meat's a little bit different than I thought it was when I started this, but you know, it's gonna keep rolling. It'll still taste the same. I'll just cook it less, or not cook it less. I guess that's the right word, cook it less. Because usually you gotta sear when they're big. I sear them like a cube, all 4 sides. You know, the tips I flip them all around because they take a little bit longer. They're thick, so these won't take as long to cook. I could probably sear them, flip them on 4 sides a little bit, but it won't be so bad. I'll rock with it, roll with it, and I'll show you what I do. The rest of the meal, pretty easy peasy. Just gonna slap these little potatoes that I already cooked in the air fryer, heat them up, and for the sweet peas, all we gotta do is just put them in a bowl, microwave them, put some butter in there, salt, pepper, season how you like them, and it'll be done. It's currently like 11:37, so let's get these. I don't even know what to call these things. Let's get this pork loin seasoned up, and that pan heated up. How about that? All right, honey chipotle rub. Throw that on there. I got some oil in the pan. My iron skillet is heating up because you know we are team iron skillet around here. Put that seasoning down. Then I'm gonna come back with that white magic. Let me get a little shot. White magic. I'll do a little I gotta do a little shake it so I got a little cloggy. Alright. Put a little dose on there. Wow, what the heck? Oh, break it up, boys. Break it up. Let's get some seasoning out. Yeah, there we go. Alright, do my little slappy. Get your hands dirty a little bit. And then usually when I do a dual action seasoning, I'll like reverse the layer. Kind of like since I did the chipotle honey rub first on that side. This side I'll do the white magic. I don't know if it has any effect, but that's just what my brain tells me to do. It like doubles up because like sometimes when you cook and you sear it or grill it, seasoning falls off maybe. I don't know. Just that's how I do it. When I flip it, I'll layer it the opposite way. I'll do a little slappy. And then for the sides and the tips, I just go and just tap it around. Usually there's like some excess seasoning around on the whatever you're seasoning on. If not, you can just throw some more on it, on the tips, the ends. But you're the boss. I'm not gonna teach, or I'm not gonna preach and teach you how to season your meat. You season it how you want to. This is how I do it. And I don't know, I guess it works kind of good for me. So that's just what we're going with today. That's all I got to say about that. Alright, we're seasoned up. That pan's heating up too. Alright, these pork loins shouldn't take too long to cook. I got the home fries in the air fryer. Let's see if we can get this a little sizzle. Yeah, I could have waited a little longer to get a better sizzle. Well, what does that make do? Throwing these in there. I'd say I let them go maybe 2 to 3 minutes, and then start flipping them, and then I try to like get them on the other side. I don't know what you would call it. Like if it's the flat side, the side. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. All right, I got that meat sizzling. Potatoes over there cooking. About time to prep these little peas. Wipe down the counters while this is searing. Probably I'll flip those in a minute or two. But it's Sunday. What are y'all doing today? Y'all doing something fun? Me, personally, I'm heading down to EPCOT. Gonna go meet my sister for that Flower and Garden Festival. Chill out, hopefully get some good food. Maybe ride a ride. I haven't rode Living with the Land since they had that new layover with the festival yet. Well, let me know what y'all like doing on Sundays. You having a chill day? Is it an activity day? Y'all cooking anything good? Let me know in the comments. All right, it's been maybe like 2-3 minutes. Let's get on that first flip, see how we're looking. Whoa, went too long on that one. don't got him a nice sear, huh? I'll put him over here. This other one get that. That spot on the oven is hot, or the stove. That's that first flip, and then I'll show you what I was talking about. Now I just like get them on that side, like a quarter turn, to get them seared on all sides. All right, I busted open that can of peas. Now it's a bowl of peas. You just throw them in the microwave for like a minute, and then I'll butter them down when they come out. All right, let's see if I can do this with this chop action. So I like to sometimes you gotta hold them. They don't always want to cooperate. See how that side's like more rare or raw still? So I like trying to get a little crustation on all sides. Do that. And pull down these down a little bit so I can flip him. Come on. There we go. So then I'll let that rock and roll for like another 2 minutes, and then we'll flip them again. That bowl of peas coming out hot. This one's easy peasy. You can do this with like corn and other veggies. Just throw them in the microwave, heat them up, butter them down, season them to how you like them. You're good to go. That's an easy side. Here we go. It's time for another meat flip. I'm going to flip it over to this other side, because it's giving it a 180, giving it to the other side of the side. These are got some nice color on them. And then I'll probably flip them one more time and do them the long way. Hit that tip. Oh, and for that can of peas, or when you do the corn, I drain like half to 3/4 of the water out down the sink before I microwave them, just so they're not swimming too much in their goop. And for the pork chops, I could have done some onions with them or made a sauce. Sometimes you can make a gravy after you cook them, or I cook down like you put some fat in there with like a preserve, like apricot preserve or peach preserve. Whip it around with some oil, make like a glaze for it. But today ain't a glaze kind of day. Just making a little quick lunchy, brunchy. It's what, 11:46? Not going all out. It ain't a 5-course dinner day. It's just a pork loin and two quick side kind of day. You know what I'm talking about? All right, now that side's hitting again. Now I'm gonna do the tips. Sometimes they'll balance like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and you can move on to the next one. Other times you'll kind of have to hold them up. So you have to like gauge which ones you can do. Sometimes you can get a little lean on the side of the pan. And these two I might be able to do, just like set on that pan so I can get this one going too. So I like to get them all going at one time if I can. Oh Lord, teeter-totters falling down. But you can just do them one at a time. But really it depends on how many you cook in and what you got going on in your life. This one's gonna be hard. You can't really stand that one up with a triangle basically. This will let me know. Might need a little more oil. I want some oil in there, get some smoke action going. You kind of just hit the tip, but I mean it's still skinny at that point. I like to get it all seared. And some people throw these in the oven. Like at this point, it's all seared and all the juices are all nice and secured. So you could throw it in the oven for like 15-20 minutes, because you don't want to overcook them. But again, today ain't that kind of day, so I'm just gonna chill out, hang out with the pan, and smoke this house out a little bit. All right, let's talk about the 11:55. Got my little meat thermometer out, I was checking them. It says 145 pork rare. I don't know if I want rare pork. So looking for 160. 160 for ground beef and pork. So looking like I got 120 right now. I'll do some boil over them, just trying to get some more heat captured in there. I flipped them a couple more times. But we're about ready to go. I would say another 3-4 minutes on them should be done. I don't know, pork's different these days. Like used to, you could have no pink. Now they say you could eat pork rare with some pink in them. I don't know. My parents don't really like it with the pink. Sometimes I'll do it. Like I'm in a restaurant, I've ordered it. Medium. It comes out juicy. I haven't died yet, so we'll see how it goes. Little pink never hurt nobody, right? Well, I guess unless it's chicken. Turn my temperature down a little bit. Don't want them to get dried out, you know. And I just slap this little foil on them. Some of them are hitting like 145, 150. Let me check my chart. Let me check my chart again. So rare was 145. I wanted it to like 160. I think they kind of like, even if you turn it down and turn it off, they still kind of cook themselves a little bit. So I'm probably gonna take them off maybe in another minute. I don't want them to do dry it out, you know, because like they weren't even. Like some of them come to a skinnier point and then a fatter. So I know that skinnier side's definitely done. And I'm thinking they're about within range. They're telling me 160. So a couple of them was like 145, 151. So I think I'm about just to call it. It's about dead on high noon. So I just cut the heat. They're still in the skillet with the foil over top, so they'll still cook and like salivate, marinate a little bit with the juices flowing with the heat exchanging in a little environment like this. I believe like if it was a scientific chart, that's how it would look. The heat radiating and the pork juices evaporating. I think that's what I'm trying to say. All right, I'll show you how I plated it up in a minute. And boom, boom, that's how we're looking. My daddy don't eat peas. And my mama's plate got the peas, potatoes. My daddy had the potatoes. And them two, pork loin, pork chop, yummy yums. All right, y'all, but that's about to do it for me. I got to go hit that road, go get stuck on I-4. I'm going to EPCOT. Gonna meet my sister there and get me some festival eats, see some flower and gardens, do a swirl. Definitely gonna do some pin trading. All right, but I hope y'all having a great Sunday, doing whatever y'all doing, chilling. Hopefully you ain't working, but if you are, I hope your day goes by quick, or you already at work today. Now you relax, get you a good meal, spend time with your family, and overall, just have a good day. I hope you can. If not, tomorrow's a new day. You have a better day tomorrow. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.